Shalom, it's the brother Kalaya coming at you with another lesson. Prior to getting started, I'd like to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom. All right, and I actually did this lesson yesterday, but the spirit kind of led me to kind of pause on it. I had a couple more things I wanted to add to it, and nevertheless, Lord willing, I'll be able to get it in its entirety right here, right now. And I was talking to one of the older brothers down here in Great Millstone, New Orleans camp, and me and this brother, we share similar interests, and he turned me on to this manga, right, called Berserk. It kind of was getting into it. And we ended up, just going, it went from a welfare check to, and as all these conversations, brothers have going to the spirit, man, the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai really be working with brothers, man, on different revelations in brothers' lives, and it's just beautiful. But I was super excited to talk to that brother, because we was talking about this like I said, this manga that he turned me on to, and it went into destiny, right? And that went exactly with the topic that I'm gonna go into today, right? And the name of this particular video, I had it entitled Full Steam Ahead. All right. And what inspired this title, Full Steam Ahead, was basically I was coming home yesterday from the plantation, and as I was riding next to train tracks, and there was this train, and it just was going, right? And I just was, captivated by the sheer power of that train. I'm like, damn, bro, that train is like this truth of ours, no matter what is put in front of it, nothing can stop this truth. We are full steam ahead with prophecy. The promises. This truth in a whole is nothing can stop this, right? So, nevertheless, I want to grab this word destiny in the online etymology, and it reads fate, overruling necessity, the irresistible tendency of certain events to come about, exonerable force that shapes and controls lives and events. And ultimately, that force is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right. Hey, the Heavenly Father is in control. All right. He's the guiding factor. All right, real quick. Grab this real quick. Let's see where we at. And I didn't have this pretty much written down. It just came to my mind. I just want to prove it right quick. Let's see. Right. This the book of Proverbs chapter 16:1, and it reads, the preparations of the heart in man and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord. All the ways of man are clean in his own eyes, but the Lord weigheth the spirits. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. The Lord had made all things for himself, yea, the wicked even for the day of evil. All right. Which proves that there's no free will. All right. No matter what a person does for or against the truth, it doesn't matter. All right. It tells you in Romans all over the place, does unbelief basically hinder the truth? No. All right. It actually proves the truth. You need an opposition. Okay. In this thing of ours, there's an opposition. Okay, and that's the unbelievers, that's the wicked, All right, those that oppose this truth, so-called antichrist, right? An antichrist is just someone that's anti-Hamashiach, man. All right, anti-Yahushua. You see? So nevertheless, if you're not on this train, right, you're anti, okay? You're anti-truth. You're anti-Hamashiach, a so-called antichrist, because the world believes that there's somebody that's going to get on the podium with serpent eyes and a serpent tongue. All right, and this motherfucker is just going to be inhuman, and they're going to be the antichrist, right? A soul person. All right, but according to the book of 1 John, real quick, just to prove this, I didn't have any of this. I want to prove it, right? Book of 1 John chapter 2 and verse, let's see, where we at? Verse 22, and it reads, who is a liar, but he that denieth that Yahushua is Hamashiach, he is Antichrist, that denieth the Father and the Son. Whosoever, it's the point, whosoever the Son denieth the Son, Salakia, whosoever denieth the Son, the same hath not the Father, but he that acknowledgeth the Son hath the Father also. You see? So there's multiple antichrists, man. And I actually jumped ahead of myself. This is 1 John chapter 2 in verse 18, and it reads, little children, it is the same, Salaki, it is the last time, and as ye have heard that Antichrist shall come, even now are there many antichrists, whereby we know that it is the last time. You see, so there's many antichrists, man. All right, there are many people that are not on a board with this thing of ours, this truth of ours. All right, and they are the antichrist, man. Okay, but going back into that word destiny, all right, if you're not with America being destroyed, Esau, Edom being taken down, all right, what is it? I'm trying to think of it. Real reparations, all right, not according to this society, but according to the Bible. All right, the Bible is black and white. It's either black or white. You see, there's no gray areas like this world loves to live in. All right, so whatever was done unto us, all right, it shall be done unto the people who done it unto us, according to Revelations, the 13th chapter. All right, but nevertheless, I say that to say this: if you're not about putting, all right, our enemies into subjection, so-called slavery, you see, then you're not on board this train, man. And there's nothing you can do that can stop this. All right. Once this truth was out, that's it. All right. There's no more gimmicks. It's no more hiding for this devil to do. All right. The skirt has been lifted up. But nevertheless, let me finish this destiny in the online etymology, and it reads, an exonerable force that shapes and controls lives and events, going back to that Proverbs 16, also that which is the predetermined and sure to come true. You see? Purpose, intent, fate, destiny, that which is destined, right? Let me see. It says, the sense of that which is firmly established by fate. What, Salakim, especially what is to befall any person or thing in the future. All right, prophecy. It's basically what it's going into. Prophecy. All right, the things that were written in these scriptures from the foundations of the earth. All right, all the way to now, man. These things were written, and you know they're coming to truth now. Coming to truth now. You see. Though they were written thousands and thousands of years ago, all right, this book is still relevant to this day, all right? And that just shows you that, you know, this is the truth, man. No other book on the face of the planet Earth can prove the things that the scriptures are proving. and also keep up with the timeline. There's no other book. You know, the scriptures tell you none shall want her mate, man. And that's the divine power, all right, of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Real quick, I want to grab the book of Habakkuk. Yeah, Habakkuk 2 and it reads, "And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision, make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it." All right, going into those those different visions that these different holy men, all right, in these scriptures were given. All right, basically these prophecies. All right, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." All right, surely. Let's get that for edification's sake, man. I'm gonna grab that in a blue letter. I'm just curious as to what it's gonna say. All right, just backing up the point that these scriptures are sure and they are true, man. You know, what was that? Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3. All right. That's the first time that this phone has worked so fast for me. The water y'all, but Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. Real quick. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it says certainly, right? To be certain, doubtless, okay? Yeah, and that's pretty much the point, right? To be doubtless, to be certain. All right, so these things will certainly come true. These things will doubtlessly come true, man. And like I said, this truth coming out in itself, all right, shows you, all right, that the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is in our earth, man, today, okay? You know, in 1969, all the way to now, man, all right, 2025, this truth has been going out, all right, and has been spot on, okay? Spot on, you know, scary accurate, okay? Real quick, this is 2nd Ezra 9, and I'm not gonna be long either. I'm gonna get a couple more, and I'm gonna get on up out of there. This 2nd Ezra 9 and 4, and it reads, "Then shall thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning," right? Going back to destiny, okay? It was destiny. And destiny just basically goes into the Lord being in control, an omnipotent power controlling the plan factors of life, all right, here on earth, man. Okay, turning the wheels of life. That's it, man. The Lord putting his hand and doing things, you know, the way he wanted done. You see, for his own purpose. It reads, "For like as all that is made in the world had the beginning and an end, and the end is made manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful workings and endings in effects and signs." Okay, and we're seeing those effects and signs, those powerful workings, man. Okay, we're seeing these different celestial sightings going into the different stars, the different celestial formations, right? The eclipses, right? Different planets lining up. All right, these things are all signs, all right, that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is actively working. All right, these are tokens that we're supposed to be looking at to not lose hope, man. Okay, these different super moons. I believe I read an article earlier that a brother put in our group chat that there's supposed to be a strawberry moon, right? Which is not going into the actual color of it, but it's going into something else, going into the wild strawberries blooming that night or whatever. But nevertheless, it doesn't occur often. Okay, that's the point I'm getting at. All right, these are all tokens to give us hope, right? To for us to remember that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is working. Okay, that this, like I said, this train cannot be stopped. All right, man. One of my favorite tales, okay, from the apostles. I love when they speak about this. When they go into the account where I don't remember who it was. I'm not sure if they know who it was, but a black limousine pulled up right on the apostles and basically was like, how did you guys figure this out? Right? How do you know that you are the so-called, not so-called, but the Hebrew Israelites? All right. And they went into basically, we paid, millions of dollars for you guys to not know who you are. All right. And I got a precept. Right. And that account, it sends shivers down my spine. All right. Because to be a part of this thing, to be a part of that train. Right. And that's another thing that I was thinking about as that train was moving, man. It was like, damn, this train has so many different cargo containers and different things of that nature that are basically making this train unstoppable, right? The weight of all of these different components is making this train unstoppable, and being a part of that, right? That's beautiful, man. But real quick, just to back up what I was saying, this Second Esdras, chapter 6 and verse 27, and it reads, "For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for fate, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which had been so long without fruit, shall be declared." Right? Because the truth of who we were, or who we are, had been for a long time hidden from us. All right, hidden from our forefathers. All right, our great grandparents and things of that nature. Our parents too. But it was given unto Abba Bivens, right? And the men that came under him. You see, going to One West, all right, down to Apostle Tahor, and down to our elders, okay, the different regional elders, and then all the way down to us, man. All right, the least of us, okay, the new brothers. This is the same information, right? It's a blessing, all right, to be a part of this train, this unstoppable train. It's nothing that this devil can do. All right? Yeah, real quick. The Wadi Yabashim Al-Shai, because I wanted to bring this out yesterday, but I didn't think of it. And it wasn't until after the video that I thought of it. All right. Let me see. Yeah, this the book of Revelations, chapter 12 and 12, and it reads, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell there in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time." You see, and ultimately that's going into Esau Edom coming down, right? With just utter harshness, draconian laws, all right, in a totalitarian state, man. Okay, democracy will be thrown out the window. To be a Republican, that's gonna be thrown out the window, man. All right, all of these ideologies that this devil has basically given you weak ass Americans, man. Your so-called rights and legislation and, you know, the power behind that will be thrown out the fucking window. All right, this devil is going to come out and show his teeth. He's going to show his horns. All right, he's going to actually get into that devil-like behavior. All right, because he's already in a devil-like mind state. Nah, but he's going to start being in that behavior. He's going to start acting like the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. Okay? Utterly killing, you know, women, children, the elderly, you know, putting people to death and not hiding it. We're starting to see it now, man. All right? But that just goes to show you he's going to be put in a desperate position. He's going to be real desperate. He knows that he can't stop this train, so he's going to basically, you know, go on a last call, all right, for alcohol, so to speak. You know, he's gonna, you know, basically get his last punches in. You know, and ultimately, you know, this devil, he understands the truth. He understands that it's inevitable that he's going into slavery, that Yahushua is coming back, all right, that the earth is going to be put into subjection under, all right, the Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, through the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you know, and that's why he's going to act irrationally, man. He's going to lose all his wits, his so-called cool, calm, collective composure. All right, this devil is gonna be frantic. He's gonna become frantic, and like I said, desperate, man. Let's get that, desperate. Let's see what that means in the online etymology. Right, desperate. It said despairing, hopeless. All right, a sense now of obsolete. Right? Because this devil is becoming obsolete. Nobody cares that, all right, you were the face of the entire world. All right, according to the book of Job. All right, the 9th chapter. Your basically your gimmicks, your games, your blindfold, all right, those things are done away with now. All right. Hey, truth, like I read in 2nd Esdras, truth is starting to arise, man. All right, the world will be ruled under truth, okay? True power, all right? True knowledge, true wisdom, not pseudoscience, all right? That's going to be long gone, man. It's starting to dissipate now. It's to the point where people are catching on and they're not buying it, all right? Showing you that this train is on a roll. And to hell with, you know, Pan-Africanism and going into Muslims and all of these different weird shits, polarity, different things of that nature. Y'all don't better truth. Okay, so you can stop the bullshit. It's not because of you, all right, that these things are occurring in the earth. No, it's because of this truth, all right? It's because of this truth, okay? And it's a blessing to be a part of it. All right. It says of persons without care for safety, extremely rash, driven to recklessness by despair, weakened. It says extremely serious. Yeah. It says of actions done or resorted to without regard of consequences. Okay, and you know, just imagine Esau Edom being on that it's just like one of those old cartoons, one of those old Looney Tune cartoons that we used to watch, where the train would be coming and, you know, it's honking, whoop whoop, and, you know, smoke coming from that motherfucker, and this devil is lying on the tracks. And he can't move. He's desperate. He's wiggling to get out of the way. And there's nothing that he can do to stop that train or to divert that train from hitting him, man. That's what this truth is like. That's what I got when I was riding past that train on my way home from work the other day, man. You know? And going back to that manga that I was reading, well, that I'm still reading, you know, there was a particular, there are a couple of particular characters that go into it and says there's nothing that a human being nor supernatural, person can do to divert fate, man. Whatever you do to avoid it, you're actually running into it. All right, that's something that the beloved brother down here, Kayat, always say. By trying to avoid your destiny, you run into it, man. You know. But nevertheless, man, that's all I really had. Okay, I just kind of wanted to get into that. Salakia for rambling, but I definitely wanted to explain my thoughts on that thoroughly. All right. So no matter what you Akim and Aqua do, man, try not to get off this train. Try not to fall off this train, man. All right, because it has a set destination, which that destination is the kingdom of heaven, man, being crowned by Yahweh Shai, man, himself. Okay. So nevertheless, before I get out of here, I like to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, or Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the whole elect. Shalom, Nababa Ball.